What if I told you that in 2025, the playing field on YouTube is no longer level? In fact, some of the creators that are actually growing the fastest aren't even real. They're not humans, they're actually AI. They don't film, they don't edit, they don't even show up. They let AI run the channel while they collect the freedom, the revenue, and the growth. So if you're trying to grow on YouTube the old way, this is your wake-up call. Now, I know this can kind of sound scary, but I'm not making this video fearmonger and make you afraid. My other YouTube channel and social media accounts have right under 500,000 followers, and content is all I do. But even though this change can sound scary, if you know how to adapt, it's actually a really good thing. And by the end of this video, you will know how to utilize AI the smart way so you can actually do less work, create more, and actually work on your channel instead of working in your channel. Now, this isn't just a theory because AI is not just a tool anymore. It's your writer, your voiceover artist, your editor, and for some, even their thumbnail designer. And if you know how to utilize this correctly, it could actually be your creative team on autopilot. Now, I am all for hard work. YouTube is not necessarily about hustle mode anymore. It's about systems. So if you can work smarter and then put that work ethic into researching, getting better at your craft, and mastery, then you are going to be unstoppable. Because right now, the top creators that are actually winning aren't spending 10 hours on editing. They're spending a few minutes uploading it and letting AI do the rest of the work. And they're not necessarily even the greatest, but they're strategic, they're consistent, and they're putting a lot of good quality volume out. But I do believe that this eventually is going to come to a halt, because here's the problem with AI generated content. It's not personable. There's not a real person on the other side of the screen. Because here's the thing, people don't necessarily come to YouTube for you, they come to YouTube for them. So the main thing is always going to be your value, your content. But if you can use AI, not let it replace you, but use it to assist you to put out more volume, to come up with better ideas and do a lot of the heavy lifting, then you can put your final touch on the last 10%, like the icing on the cake. That is how you're truly going to win. Because I'm seeing a lot of Reddit story animations, a lot of AI, just pure generated content, and it's getting better. And it's honestly even getting to the point that I believe in the near future, it's going to be impossible to even tell if it's a real person or not. Now, I'm not saying to create a whole brand with a fake AI avatar, but what I am saying is to think about your process, your system. So coming up with ideas, editing your videos, scripting your videos, shooting your videos, posting your videos. Think about what can you reverse engineer to let AI do for you. So instead of coming up with a script, I want you to reverse engineer your top scripts or the top scripts of people that are in your niche and let AI find the format. Then you could put that format into something that you can save into ChatGPT's memory and then give it ideas and let it write a script for you. This is not only going to free up your time, but it's also going to enable you to avoid burnout. And more than likely, the script is probably going to be better than you could write anyway. Now, I'm not saying to just take the script and go with it. You might have to refine it a couple times, but this is a system that you're going to work, you're going to refine, and overall, it's going to get better and allow you to do this a lot quicker. The other thing is editing your videos. Now, I'm not saying just let AI, do it, don't look at it and upload it. But you can let AI cut out a lot of the breaks, a lot of the filler words, and a lot of the pauses. And this will save you, honestly, hours every week just by doing that simple thing. And you can still put your own unique spin on it, your own unique taste. But the big thing that I use AI for is actually coming up with creative ideas. So I will actually scrape, look at comments, things that my competitors are missing. So I'll look in their comments section. I'll see what are people still asking? What do people want to know more about? And then I'll create videos on that to serve my audience at a higher level. I'll also do it to my own videos. And I'm using AI to find top search questions and come up with ideas. So I'm reverse engineering the process. But this would normally take me probably days to do if I had 24 hours in a day to just put into it, which no one does because I have obligations, I have a family, I have a business to run. Fill in the blank with your own stuff. But this can be done in a matter of 10 minutes and save me days of work in 10 minutes time. And AI can put this into a repeatable format that I can consistently come up with great content ideas, but more importantly, serve my audience at a higher level and be able to connect with them and bring them more value. And just to show you how powerful this is, when I started on YouTube a few years ago, I had a video editor. I had someone that would write scripts for me. I had someone that would even design my thumbnails. But here's the problem. Those people cost a lot. And they also were late sometimes. They were real people. They had obligations. and sometimes they didn't deliver on time. But if you can utilize AI the smart way, you have a 24/7 employee working around the clock that doesn't get tired, doesn't get sick, and you can train from zero the right way, because the problem with a lot of employees is they were pre-trained on other things that didn't necessarily work for me. So I had to retrain them and rewire them. So I would actually love if someone just had a skill set but never worked anywhere before or never was trained on anything, which is kind of impossible to do if you already have a skill set. But with AI, this is actually possible because you have something that can work better than any human, and you can train it the way that you want to train it. And speaking of that, if you want to grab my free AI YouTube growth coach, this is going to save you so much time. It's better than just generalized ChatGPT. It's actually tailored for YouTube growth to help you get crystal clear on who your videos are for, what you should make videos about, and how to come up with better titles, topics, and thumbnails. If you want to download it, get it for free in today's video description. Now, I just want to break something down and kind of show you how to do this better. Here is a format that you can use if you don't want to be on camera, you don't want to make any videos, and you want AI to do the complete workload. Paste a short script using ChatGPT. Paste that into 11 Labs for a voiceover, upload the audio into Pictory, let AI generate scenes and visuals, add B-roll and text with a few clicks, create a thumbnail with Canva Magic Studio, and upload. This is what a lot of people are going to do. But I don't necessarily recommend doing this, because if you are losing your human touch, your creative input, then what's the point of any of this anyway if you're not going to be pursuing your life's work, pursuing your purpose, and mastering your craft? But here's how I would go about it instead. Use ChatGPT, save memory of your formats, your titles, your frameworks, the way that you want it to write. And if you don't necessarily even have that already, use my free AI growth coach. It's going to save you so much time. But if you want to use your own ChatGPT, you have to feed it. You have to talk to it like a human. I wouldn't really necessarily recommend 11 Labs because that's not going to be your voice. But you can upload stuff into Pictory or use other AI platforms to get B-roll. And as far as Canva goes, you can use the AI systems on there and AI tools to help you make better thumbnails, and you can kind of visualize and get a better framework, like a template for your thumbnails that you can repeat. So I don't want you to utilize AI just to replace you, but I want you to utilize AI into systems that are going to streamline your process, make it repeatable, and get a winning format that you can keep using over and over, and then magnify that with AI as well by doing 10x the output. Now, another way that I use AI that a lot of people aren't talking about is actually uploading it, because here's the thing. The algorithm is not going to push your videos purely based on metadata, SEO, optimized description, tags, things like that, but they do matter. And if you have good content and you're uploading a lot of content, you're being consistent, and you're adding the right metadata, you're uploading the correct way, you're putting in the right high-ranked SEO keywords, that is going to help you tremendously. And the best tool that I have found that does all of this and even helps with the researching and coming up with ideas, but especially the upload process, is vidIQ. So I will put the idea of my video into vidIQ or ChatGPT and tell it what the video is about. Then I want it to rewrite it for a human with like a hook so people will want to read the description, but also put high-ranked keywords so YouTube knows who to show the video to. I'll do this the same with my title. Instead of just loading as many keywords in my title as possible, I will actually use fear, curiosity, or desire, because there's a real human on the other side of the screen that has to click on the video, but I will use AI to actually rewrite my title, put in some good keywords, but also make it humanized and make people, real people, want to click on it. This is the way that you can kind of game the algorithm to tell it who the video is for, but you always want to optimize it for humans. It's the same thing with tags and timestamps and time codes. I don't even do those anymore. Manually, this used to take me about 10 to 15 minutes, but with AI, you can do this in a matter of seconds. After uploading the video, here is something that truly changed the game for me. Repurposing my content across all platforms or a few main platforms with a simple click. Opus AI is amazing. Now, I will say it does do a really good job. It gets you about 99% there, but you can upload your video to YouTube. Once it's posted on YouTube, you can get the link of your video, put that into Opus Clip, and it will pull out the best frames and the best takes of your video that are guaranteed to go viral. It's even going to score it on a virality score of which video it thinks will do the best. You can take that, put it in the YouTube Shorts, put it into Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikTok, and even Snapchat Reels. And this really helped my other YouTube channel to scale to right under 60,000 subscribers, my Snapchat, my TikTok combined to over 350,000 followers. And I did this with less time, no team, and let AI do most of the work. Now, I did have to review the videos. I did have to put a little bit of final touch on it, but overall, this did 99% of the legwork. This is going to give you a repeatable system that you can constantly utilize with AI, and this is going to allow you to free up a lot of your bandwidth and put a lot more time, energy, your creation process, and focus on your channel, on the videos, and not be in the videos. So you're going to be letting AI do 90% of the legwork. And think about it. Think about how much time that you spend making YouTube videos. Write it down. I want you to write down every single aspect. And you're probably not even going to get close because it's going to take more time than you actually realize. But if you could just save 90% of that time, think about what you could be doing with the extra time. Just thinking about better ideas, brainstorming, working on your product, whatever it is. But this is a smart way to utilize AI. Don't let it replace you. Let it amplify you and allow you to do more. And while AI can streamline your process, increase your output, if you're not utilizing good frameworks, then it's really not going to matter. But if you can master powerful storytelling to write scripts to keep your viewers engaged all the way through, let AI do a lot of the legwork. That is the real winning formula. And if you want to learn how to utilize storytelling to not only hook your viewers, but keep them engaged, skyrocket your retention, and maximize your views, blowing up your YouTube channel, make sure to watch this video, and I'll see you over there.